Hey fairy grasshoppers, it's Bridget. Nice to see you today. We're going to do a card reading, and the card reading is what the future may hold. So think about a situation, a circumstance, maybe a decision that you're trying to make, or something you've been pondering. So think about that, okay? And we're going to do a card reading for what the future may hold. And the reason why I say may is because you have choice and options. So we're going to give you at least 2 different options. I think we should do 3. Let's do 3 cards for 3 different options, okay? So this might not be, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, like multiple choice. It might be 3 different ways or views to look at the current situation or choice, okay? 3 different ways or views to look at the current situation or choice. Just so happens that those 3 cards might actually line up with or may have some synchronicity to the decisions or the options that you're considering. Okay, are you ready? So first we're going to use this deck. I've been using this a lot of divine feminine energy. If you've been watching my work in the fall here, you've been definitely seeing a lot of divine feminine energy coming through in my readings and my work. These are from the 13 Moon Oracle card deck, which there's 13 archetypes in this deck. 3 cards for each of the archetypes. Some of them have frequencies or tools. And I'm realizing I do not have my glasses on, so we're going to do the best we can to read the cards. Happens as you get wiser in your years, let's say that. All right, so got your situation in mind. All right, so we're going to get the first card here for that. Well, there's a lot of pondering. There's a lot of decisioning or uncertainty, maybe a little wishy-washy here. You guys, come on, let's focus. The future may hold. I'm thinking about a situation too. Let's see, okay. All right. And I keep going until it's obvious. Come on, universe, feeling into the energy, whatever's in alignment. Oh, I felt 2 actually. We're taking these 2. So we have 2 out of this deck. I'm going to grab another deck to use as our number 3. Okay. So we're going to start with these 2. Now remember, they can be associated with 2 options, this choice, or with 2 different perspectives or way to look at the circumstance or situation or choice. Okay, the first one is the Priestess card. This is about owning your power. Oh my goodness, I amplify in stillness. So if you take an opportunity to get yourself away from the daily grind, the noise that's going on in your head, the hamster wheel kind of thinking that comes through when you're trying to make a decision, you're trying to force it, spinning, stop the spinning, go into stillness. Now you can do this by getting away, taking a walk, or by going inside of yourself for just stillness, meditation. Not to get the answer. This represents the pause, the power of the pause. So amplification, being able to hear yourself inside, to feel and sense what you really want, what fits for you. You've got to have some quiet, and it's hard to do that when you're just using your brain to try to figure things out. To drop into the heart, acknowledge I'm feeling emotional here. Acknowledge the empath in you, getting some awareness for what you are feeling. And then deeper into the core of who you are, into your solar plexus, your spirit, and the amplification of your root chakra as to how this will impact your life and what you choose and wish to manifest for your future. And your future might not be tomorrow or 3 days from now or 3 weeks from now. It might be 3 years from now or 20 years from now or your next lifetime. All right. The Priestess is a powerful, leaderful energy, lots of blue here, connected to the 3rd eye and the ability to vision and manifest. So you can, and it might not feel like you have a lot of choice in whatever you're at here, if you're at a crossroads, etc., a fork in the road. You are at choice. You have a lot of power. The priestess acknowledges the power within you. Your choices and or lack of making conscious choices has brought you to the situation you're in now. And that what can move you forward or shake things up or change things, even dynamics maybe in the current situation, is you becoming aware. And that's very powerful in and of itself. So some of the words you can journal about this are flow. Interestingly, I just updated my Facebook page, Bridget Inspired, with the word flow on it. Those of you who like blue also might be aligned or connected to the energy of water, which flow is part of that, and acknowledging that as well. Silence, stillness, balance, signs, crossroads, just said that, intuition, key, and mirror. Intuition, key, and mirror. Lots of powerful energy here. Lots of powerful energy. Okay, so that's the first one. The second card, giving you a different perspective or view on the current situation, circumstance, or decision, or perhaps pointing to a decision, okay? Oh my. Okay, so we've gotten two archetypes. This is the Great Mother, which is the energy of Earth, which is about manifesting, and also about love. The divine feminine love mother, the nurturing support that you need and that embraces you and creates a safe place for you to be able to make your own choices, to hear your own voice, to be seen inside of yourself first, okay? So the Great Mother, her words of wisdom are, as far as her mantra goes, I surrender and then I receive. So I surrender. Stop the fighting, stop the resistance, stop the thinking, stop the hamster wheel, and just surrender. And then you can receive. And the Divine Mother represents, through the Great Mother energy of the earth, represents manifesting in this lifetime, receiving the support, the love, the nurturing that you need to proceed in your life. Okay. Here are some of her powerful words that you could journal about. Being, nurturance, trust, receptivity, retreat, and birth. Her color is very rich red, like the root chakra. So we've got the third eye and the root chakra, so the vision, clear sight, and the root chakra connecting you into a very beautiful bowl of earth energy support to support you in whatever decision or choice you make. Also notice that there is a spiral. Do you see the spiral at the bottom? That's the symbol for this archetype in this deck is the spiral, as is an often representation of the earth, is often depicted as a spiral, which this beautiful water sign here, or this blue energy, it feels so much like water and sky, doesn't it? So the water, look at the symbol of that within, energy of the spiral going within. Yes. So there you go. These are powerful, and they're both archetypal cards. They're not just the support cards or the attunement cards. They are the archetypes. So you've got the Priestess energy and the Great Mother energy. So got a lot of heavy-duty support here for this situation or circumstance you're considering, okay? So no matter what you decide, it's not going to be wrong. You will have ample opportunity to course correct or change path. If you choose to do that, it's really important for you to really feel centered and grounded when you're making a choice or decision consciously. And if you're in the information gathering stage, it's important to acknowledge that pause so that you can allow the energy and input that you've been getting already through your senses, through your emotions, through your thoughts, through the visual imagery, through your psychic hits and intuitive knowings, collecting all those together so that they can kind of formulate a bigger picture understanding that creates a web of support for you so that whatever you choose or decide, you have that support as you move forward and you're solid in your foundation. You might not 100% believe that whatever you're doing is the best choice because you're going to have doubt because that's natural. You're never going to, nothing is going to come through and be like, oh, I have to do this. You're always going to second guess and question. That's what the mind does. It always does checks and balances. But when you give yourself the opportunity for pause to bring all those pieces of information together, let them just fall into place. Don't push it, don't force it, just see what happens. Let things unfold before you so that you can see them. That doesn't mean wait to make decisions. It means allow yourself to have the ample, expanded understanding of how these parts and pieces fit together, what the patterns or the themes are for you, as much as you can before then you do commit and step into alignment with a decision as you move forward. So now we're going to do a third card. This is coming from one of our favorite decks here on Fairy Grasshopper, which is this purple deck, which is Denise Linn. These links are below in the description if you're interested in these particular decks. I have these and other decks that I recommend. This is by Denise Linn. This is a Sacred Traveler Oracle card deck. So when you use these, I love these. I like the texture of them. I like how thick the cardstock is. I love the color, beautiful color of the purple wisdom. And I'm wearing purple today too. So. All right, so ready? So this is the sort of the capstone card, okay? So if there is really a, oh, come on, just tell me what to do kind of vibe going on inside your heart, this is hopefully gonna help that a little. This actually, one just came up. Actually, I feel like there's two. Okay, there's two here. So you pick which one do you feel is most applicable first and which one is applicable second for you. So this is number one, this is number two. So they both will apply and you can use both of them for information. But which one is the lead? Which one is the I need to know this? And which one is the backup support? Okay, one or two? Which one is first? Pick one. Okay, I'm feeling like two is first for me. So I'm going to share this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is perfect. It says, solitude. In silence, peace prevails. So it's not about necessarily talking about the thing, the situation, circumstance, etc. It's about just getting calm and quiet, and then allowing is how it feels to me. It's about allowing what is present. This is about like the present moment for me. That's what it feels like. Being present, just be present. Be present. Can't go wrong if you're present. Solitude, actually, it feels like, this feels like Joan of Arc to me. When I look at her energy, I feel like her journaling and writing and contemplating. I don't know why this particular card feels like her. There's two in this deck that actually kind of have that vibe for me. This feels like a lady, like an educated, well-versed, like poetic, very able to express and really connected to soul woman. And the little bird on her shoulder, although it's not an owl, it feels like a guide for me. That's how I'm resonating with it. The red is solar plexus connected to, the red is root chakra connected, grounding, centered, solid base foundation. Yes, these are just affirmations of all the skill sets, all the support that's already here. And this to me feels like you already know. Just trust and let things unfold and follow what feels right in alignment. That's what it feels like. For some of you, this might mean it's a timing thing. It's not the right time. Maybe it's not the time. Maybe it isn't the time to take action. Maybe it's the time to pause before another decision or another alternative shows up. Okay, so maybe it's a pause for you. But this feels like a lead for me. And I feel right now that I'm definitely in a pause kind of time too for myself when I think about stuff. I feel that too, just a little bit of a kind of a, okay, what's yours, Bridget? What's yours? Is kind of really just be in yours right now. Otherwise, it makes you crazy, thinking about everybody else's stuff and worrying about everybody else, right? Anybody have kids? Because you would know what that feels like. Okay, so the second one for me, which might be the first one for you, is this one. This is interesting. Narrow pathway, tread lightly. This is caution. Caution. This doesn't mean your decision is wrong. This doesn't mean your action is wrong. It means be very intentional. When you are present, be very intentional. Think about yourself and what the impacts are to you instead of sacrificing or settling for other people to be comfortable. Think about what this means for you and then tread lightly. Walk gently. This doesn't mean don't walk. It means lightly. It means be gentle with yourself and recognize that other people might freak out with whatever choice or decision you're going to make. But you know what? It's not their choice or decision. It's yours. Is it going to affect them? Yeah, it might. Are they not going to like it? Yeah, maybe not. But it's your life. Who has more of a stake in your life? Choice, decisions? You? Because you're the one that has to live it, right? It's your life after all, so live it. Just live it. Don't we say that like every time after videos? Oh, yes, we do. Why would we say that? Because your spirit is what matters. That's the center core of you. So, narrow pathway. Actually, it doesn't say lightly. I said lightly. It says tread thoughtfully. So be gentle with yourself. Don't be a prisoner of your mind and the horrible thoughts that you think about yourself and all the judgment for all the what ifs and such. No. That's not what this is about. This is not about that. This is not time to punish yourself into making decisions that other people will be pleased with, and that you will get the atta girl or atta boy or oh, such a good person doing stuff for everybody else. But screw you. You're on your own. If you're not gonna stand up for you, there's nobody gonna stand up for your spirit, okay? I'm trying to avoid the sunlight. I'm not a vampire. It's just very bright right now. Oh, okay, all right. So tread thoughtfully. I think tread lightly. There's a little bit of fog here. It's hard to see the path, so you have to be very intentional about the steps that you take. Okay, be very present with each step. All right. And of course there's a tree. Look at the tree. Oh, tree. I love the tree energy, the life energy. All right. So wow, these are kind of deep, kind of serious, aren't they? Yeah, kind of serious. But maybe what you're wrestling with is serious. So I hope this helps give you some insight. Again, these are from the decks. The Priestess and the Great Mother card are from the deck, 13 Moon Mystery. And this one is the other two, the Solitude and the Narrow Pathway. Narrow Pathway also, you know what, I just got a big hit from this one. So there's a lot of yellow here, solar plexus, spirit, intuition. Narrow Pathway means small opportunity. This might be, you might have a very limited window of opportunity with whatever the circumstance situation is. Remember that. That's how it feels. There is a narrow pathway, so there is a small sliver of opportunity here. So that's how that feels. Whoa, that's a big deal. Wow, I just literally, did you see that, you guys? Light up. Whoa, hit! I just got an intuitive hit. You just saw me. That's how I do my own readings. Yeah, look at the sunlight. Oh, okay, all right. All right, so I'm Bridget. Thanks so much for being here on the Fairy Grasshopper YouTube channel. Check out my other YouTube channel, Above Life channel, where I post every Monday, channeling with afterlife celebrity guests, and also on Sundays, Sunday Morning Coffee. It's a podcast with me. You can find me on social media at Bridget Inspired on Instagram, Bridget Inspired on Facebook.